closer to Chelsea. Does that bring more frustration after Sunderland, or does it now become a valuable point?
Oh. Is it right saying neither nor? Yeah, because when I said before the game, we cannot. It's not allowed and makes no sense to look after other teams because you have no influence on the games. Yeah? So, and that's still the case after the game. So, the Sunderland game for all of us was kind of strange. It was my first experience with a fixture like this. Honestly, I had no real idea what I could expect. I couldn't judge the game properly after the game. It was, what were we really able to do? What could I expect? And all that stuff that made it really strange for me. So at the end, we were all pretty much frustrated because we thought a game like this in a situation where when you win it 2-1, it does make the game better, but then it's, of course, it's a perfect thing because I don't think you can expect the best performance of the season in a game like this. So Sunderland did really well in a lot of parts of the game, but didn't create a lot of chances. That's how it is. So it's still then it still is difficult to play them, of course, at home and good organized and all that stuff. So and then the game is over. You have 1 point, and it felt like a defeat. I couldn't change. So, and I was really happy that Pep has his press conference, so nobody spoke about my press conference. So that's good. But it's over. It's long ago. And on the other hand side, you really have to see that we. When we came together in June and thought about the season and the ideas we had, the plan we had, and all that stuff, maybe kind of the dreams we had, not that we had the biggest dreams or whatever, but of course we thought we could play a good season. And when you then finish the first part of the season with 43 points, I had no time to celebrate it, to think about it, because 2 days later another game. So then that's still good. And 44 after 20 game, it's another good number. Obviously, the second best in the league. So that's absolutely okay, or more than okay. But how I always say, it's only the base for the rest of the season. So we have to keep on going.
So how do you prioritise this weekend, given the number of fixtures, given you 5 points behind Chelsea in the Premier League title, and given you've got the first leg of a cup semi-final in midweek as well? Do you have to rotate this weekend?
Yes, I would think so. Makes absolute sense, but it's not. It's then, of course, not because the last game. It's again because of then maybe the next game in this case. Yes, pretty sure we will see a few fresh legs on the pitch, I would say.
Can you give us any hints? I mean, is it a time for some of the younger players to come in?
Look at our squad. Yeah, and pretty much all of them are not involved in the last, or not that much involved in the last few games, are pretty young. So when we want to rotate, it's logical.
So in terms of, as well, looking at the squad and the injury list that you have at the moment as well, we'll go through it one by one. Daniel Sturridge, where's he at?
Didn't train until now for no foul. Sorry, it was only a little flashback. Probably today. We'll see.
You think he'll go more?
Yeah, it depends then to how he feels. That's how it is. But should be possible, but I'm not sure.
Coutinho?
Yeah, on a very good way, but not for the weekend.
Matic?
Same.
Milner?
Better. That's look. That's we were lucky. We had no proper injury after the game, so that's all good. But Millie had this little issue with the calf when you again we were not sure. It's a little bit because of intensity, whatever. Is it more? And it wasn't more. So, but I'm pretty sure we will not take the risk with him for the weekend.
And Gomez as well.
No, he's in a good shape. So maybe first game, will it be at Anfield for a long time? Yeah. Maybe it's not. That would not be the biggest surprise if he would be in the lineup if nothing happens.
It'll be the first chance that you will get to see him, I suppose, in a competitive match for Liverpool as well. So, Joe Gomez, so what does it mean for both of you if he were to play on Sunday?
For both. Next step. Next step on a long way to go. He already had a long way and will still be, but everything is good. So that's what we said when we spoke about that we don't really have the idea to give him on loan to some other club, and would be the next step, and nice for all of us because he's a wonderful boy, and we are really happy for him that he is fit now. Of course, that would be surprising. He had a few games with the second team, and he's very self-critical. Is it the right saying? Yeah, because it was was not always his absolutely best. But that's what I said. It's normal after a long period of injury and not playing football, and then so that's all normal. But he's on a good way. Training looks really good. So it's the logical next step.
And you spoke about plans and dreams that you had in June. Do you have fresh plans, fresh dreams now? Have they changed? Are they still the same? What are they like now between now and the end of the season? What are you dreaming about?
Success, staying healthy and fit, things like this actually. Don't know. It's not. I don't know what would be. I know what would be the maximum success, of course, but I'm not sure that we are that we can do it. But I think we work on to make it a little bit more likely. That's how it is. Before the season, it was a lot of you ask a lot of questions about squad and all that stuff, and we were convinced about the quality. Yes, it's we had already a lot of problems with injuries and stuff like this, but. Cope with it. That was all absolutely okay. So that's what we have to do again. And now we know more about us, of course. In the start of the season, it was kind of imagination that we thought it could work. Now we know it can work, but still a long way to go. A lot of games to play, a lot of problems to sort, and all that stuff. And so, it's not the moment. Usually, I would say this part of the year is the moment where you reflect a little bit and think about what happened. But we had, I would say, 24 hours to do it, but and didn't do it because we had the next game. But now, of course, it's after the Sunderland game. Then that was actually our break of the year, if you want. That's what I told the boys. It was so far so good, not perfect, but all in a good way. So keep on going.
Jurgen, since you arrived, you've got a great record in the cup competitions. 2 finals last season.
Some say like this, some say differently. Yeah.
Even in the FA Cup, where you fielded sort of maybe under-strength sides, you had a good record. Very unfortunate to lose at West Ham. This season, you're the semi-final of the League Cup. What is it about cup-type football that seems to bring the best out of the players?
It's whatever I could say, it's not good enough if the players don't want. So these players want to have success. These players want to get each chance they can get, want to take each chance they get. And that's made it until now pretty easy for me. It's not that I do something like a firework before cup games or something and say, so don't forget, we have no chance to win the Premier League, so we need to find another way. That's not how it is. We don't think like this. We really want to win football games, and until now it worked somehow well. And that's the only thing. It's always opportunity. It's always a nice a nice chance That's how we see it. And with all the cup competitions, with European League, with all the stuff we played until now, and that's how it is. So the semi-final, now we play FA Cup third round. That's how you know better than I do, a historical tournament. And of course, we will try everything to win it. And then we have played the first leg of the semi-final, so against Southampton in Southampton. That's not an easy game or something like this. So that's all pretty exciting, and yeah, looking forward to it.
How valuable an exercise as well can it be for you if you know, we expect you to make changes with the current run of fixtures and Southampton coming up, to assess what the fringe players can do long term?
I understand, but I don't see it like this. I made my judgment already about them. That doesn't change it. I'm not like this. I don't watch one game and don't let them play for a few weeks and give them one game and say, oh, obviously you are not ready. We will have a team which has a good chance to win the game. That's why we picked the team. That's how it is. And and with Plymouth we have a very confident opponent, of course, because they have a long trip to go. I saw it yesterday on the map. I don't know. I hope they fly. Otherwise, it's a really long travel. And but they are confident. They're second in the league. They lost their first game for a long period. The last game. So and that's what we have to respect, and that's what we do. We're professional football players, all that stuff. But we play at Anfield again, and we want to enjoy the game, and we want to go to the next round. That's all clear. But it's not about assessing or making assessments of the players and say, yeah, not ready. The player I pick, they are ready, and if they are not ready, it's my fault, not their fault. That's how it is.
This season in the League Cup, you rotated your goalkeepers. So, what are the chances of seeing Loris?
Big chance.
What do you think he's benefited from that time out? Having
Yeah.
Trained
Trained outstanding good. It's good to see. Look, it's difficult to speak about things this in public because you make of all of these things big stories. That's a little bit of the problem. So, but it is how we said before. We cannot ignore the pressure you make. No, that's how it is, and we have to cope with it. We have to deal with it, and that's why I said we make the change. And I was sure that Loris will benefit from this step back, if you want, or step aside, whatever. And so Simon does a really, really outstanding good job for us since he's playing again, and Loris, force him to train on highest level because we have two really good goalkeepers, and so it was good for him.